America, welcome back to me, welcome back to Thailand. Tribuluta here in Thailand. I hope you're doing well. It's one yeah, you got that one there. What's the old day here in Thailand? Sorry, I'm running a bit late. It's about 1ish right now here in Thailand, and it's got a bit cloudy, which is annoying. Because guess where I was this morning? Running. I said, screw it, I want to go out and run. And it was supposed to be cloudy until about 10 o'clock, and then no, the sun saw me come out, and he says, right, there we go, I'm coming out. Good Peter's coming out, so True Blue Tide's coming out, and so there, well, it came out, and so I've got the sun on me, so I've burnt my back, and for instance, on the way back, etc., 5 kilometres direct in the sunshine, all right, and now I've come back, etc., it's gone cloudy. Oh, thank carbon carb. You know, thank you very much, Stan. And yeah, so they talk about Manchester City, you know, and so Pep said his press conference, and yeah, and so we've got Brighton tomorrow, and it feels weird, doesn't it? You know, being like, I want it today, I want it now, I want it all, I want it. It's weird enough, it's been 7 hours ahead or so, and with the fact that we have to wait 7 hours, and we've got to wait all day, you know, for you lot to, you know, to catch up. For instance, and yeah, so now I've got to wait for another another day, and yeah, before I can you know, watch the football. And 9 times out of 10, it's, you know, she's back, etc. She wants to go sleep and or whatever, and I can't have it on. Oh, honestly, women. But no, yeah. So we got to wait, and so it does. Yeah. Well, you don't care, do you? You don't care. Honestly, I'm sat here talking to you right now. What's going? You just don't care. Anyway, never mind. Whatever. So let's talk. So it appears that Pep's had his press conference, and I can do a bit by memory. I may be old, etc., but I can still remember. And right, he was asked about James Trafford. With no surprise, yeah. Honestly, what I should have said yesterday in my previous video vlog, well, a 20-minute vlog. I said, you know, I wonder what the first question will be with Pep Guardiola today. And guess what? It was all about James Trafford. What a suck. Yeah, so there you go. The media, that's what the media is. Oh, that's what can we do? What can we slag off Manchester City? Oh, James Trafford, because James Trafford is going to get the Kuzanov treatment now. James Trafford is the new Kuzanov. Now we got the new James Trafford. So of course, and James Trafford, more than likely will probably play tomorrow. I've got him in my team tomorrow. But for instance, you know that people are going to turn around and go, oh, James Trafford, oh, you know, and oh, is he going to have a bad game? Is he going to have this? Oh, well, how is his mental state? Oh, you know, honestly, for instance, it's just, you know, just pathetic. It really is. The guy, you know, he made a mistake by passing it up to the guy he did, but the fact is the team didn't do him any justice. The person, for instance, he should have passed it to Erling Haaland, he sent it long. But you know, you've got to give James Trafford a bit of a break here. It wasn't his fault, and any person who says it was, it's not. It is a team game. It's a team performance, and the team did not play well, and the team did not help James Trafford last week. And the teams, because again, for instance, they knew Spurs was pressing high line. They knew, for instance, it wasn't nothing new. They knew him for 40 plus minutes. So they knew that James Trafford, etc., was you know, don't put the guy into for instance, you know, like a situation. And so yeah, you know, imagine James Trafford. It's his first home game at City. It's his. Everybody's talking about Donnarumma. Everybody's worried about whether Edison's on the bench. So he's got his first start. He must have been nervous as hell. You know, like the world is watching him. First Man City home game. First expectations. And this poor guy has been sat there and, well, you know, stood there, whatever, sat there, stuff. And then he's basically been told, you know, like his, well, you know, what can you do, mate? The world's on you. Come on, mate, come on. Don't make a mistake. Knowing that, what's it called? How lovely our press are, and you know, how very middle of the road they are, you know, and thank God for Man United. I can't stand putting those two words together. Man United, it really is awful. It makes me Anyway, but thank God for them, which has diverted the what's it called, a lot of the criticism. But believe you me, tomorrow with the Brighton game, what's it called, the mainstream media, the BBC, the out of it, they'll all be talking about James Trafford. Oh, is he going to be making a mistake like he did last week? But the thing is, it's not. It wasn't, to me. It wasn't his fault. And like it wasn't. It wasn't good. He's a part of a team, etc. He made a mistake, etc. But for instance, he was actually put in that with an expectation, because he's a guy who's going to replace Ederson. Ederson can play with his feet, and he's the best at it. Regardless, right? Not very good at shot stopping. Yeah, well, he's good. Not great at the penalties. Not good, great. But brilliant at his feet. Brilliant. So if he should keep Ederson as right back, rather than everything else. But the fact is, he was given an opportunity to hold the ball or to send it long, but he didn't. And so, for instance, I thought he was. To me, no. Let me reverse on that one. He was. For instance, he was supposed to be. He's trying to be the new Ederson at Manchester City. But again, he needs the season. That's the reason why everybody who comes to who said, "Oh, Trafford was probably a bit upset because he was supposed to be the number two, and Ederson learned from Ederson, and then he would leave, and then Trafford would be number one." Well, I'm sorry, but this is the Premier League. This is the Manchester City Football Club. This is not the bloody the Alt-Nouri 11. I'm sorry. I just sometimes it don't work out that way. For instance, sometimes I hope it. But he needs to learn, and he's a young goalkeeper, for instance, who needs to learn, and very, very talented. He can play with his feet, etc. But and again, I think I think any other game, if he was playing away or playing I think he would have probably done better if the goalkeeping situation at City, because this is ridiculous. Going into is this the 20? What, we on the 30th? 30th, yeah, 30th. 2 days, one today, tomorrow, and then 7 o'clock on Monday. The transfer window is closed, and we still don't know who our goalkeeping situation is. Who's our goalkeeper? Is it going to be Donnarumma? Okay, is it going to be Ederson? Is it going to be James Trafford? We still don't know. So the guy, the world's on his, he was put out on show. Ederson's watching him. The world's watching him, and then he gets, like for instance, it gets the team didn't play well. Spurs are pressing high, knowing that the slightest mistake, and what he should have done is saw Erling Haaland on a 1-by-1 and sent it north, etc. But he didn't. And he failed for it. So this is it. And this is the Premier League. If you make minor mistakes, you can get away with it in the other leagues, etc. But in the Premier League, etc., that's it. That can cost a game. And unfortunately, it did. He went to Man City, went 2-0 against Spuds, and then for instance, we showed very little fight coming back to show in the second half. Spurs were the better team. Honestly, we underestimated Thomas Frank. We were stupid because we're all on a big, massive high because of what happened at Wolves, and everything's going to be wonderful. Me personally, I need to wake up a little bit. I need to stop, use my brain a bit more and say, let's just calm down here a bit. Let's get onto a run. I think LB put it good. I think he said on his challenge, he said Man City were playing like we've been playing like this same team for 10 games. And we're on a 10-game winning streak. And I think that was it. I think we all got giddy. Man City, it's like, I think you've got to kind of, I wouldn't say you've got to put it in perspective, but you kind of got to put it into the same way the United are, right? Even though, again, you've got to put it in the fact that the United have this God-given thing, right, about themselves. They are the biggest club in the world, blah, 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 United, blah. And all they're going to do is get this guy in, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and everything's going to be rosy in the garden. And it's not going to be that way. And changing the manager, bringing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back, bringing Ten Hag back, bringing Mourinho, who got sacked yesterday, bring it all back. Oh, everything's going to be wonderful. Well, yeah, oh, we've got Ruben Aram, Manchester City, we've got Omar Barada, Man City's, and oh, we've got this guy from Brentford, blah blah blah, and everything's going to be, and it's just a quick fix, and it ain't a quick fix, and it just shows that that Manchester City. This new, I wouldn't say rebuild, as it were, this changeover of where is going to take time, and we've got to be grounded more. We can get excited when it pays off, but we've got to be grounded to believing that this is the Premier League, and in the Premier League, if you're not sorted, if you're on your game, you will lose, because the Premier League is very, very competitive. That's why it's the best in the world. Regardless of what I hear on some Arsenal fan TV, etc. Premier League is dusty. Premier League is Premier League is the best in the world because it offers so much competition each week. The fact is, like Sunderland lost the first game, won the second game, blah blah blah. Honestly, it's Everton. And again, you can't discount, regardless of what you think you can do on paper. You can't discount a team in the Premier League. You've got to show them massive respect. Fortunately, did we do the same thing with, we were on too much of a high from Wolves? Yeah, we didn't. We forgot about about Thomas Frank. We forgot about the fact that Spurs are an half decent team. We forgot about the fact that we're laughing at Ballum. I didn't get Morgan Gibbs White. You're not going to get Sevilla. But the fact is, there's still a very good settled side. Who, for instance, they've got. I don't care about bogey. I'm not having this bogey team crap. They're a very good. They're a half decent side, and they play together and they know each other and they've gelled and. And they probably felt a bit of a chip on the shoulder as well. So you've got to. I think we've got to show respect. Going to Brighton tomorrow. We've got to show respect. And we've got to show respect to Brighton, and we've got to show. I do believe we'll win. I do believe we'll win 3-1. Okay, I'm just looking at others and whatever they predict this 3-1 win. My sceptical mate, as you blue mate, he's saying 1-1. What's it called? At best. So he's he's definitely not on the Man City winning train tomorrow. But I think it's a mega important game for Man City. We need to win this game. We need to get 3 points to go an international break because we don't know what turmoil United are going to be in when we come back. Where if they lose against Burnley, is Amarin basically as a City fan, and I hate to say this, I think it'd be good if United got a point at Burnley or something like that. So it gives them a little bit of everything's not as bad, and then you come to Stadium and get slammed 6-0. Yeah. That's it. There you go. So give that illusion, so they can have a complete flex and whatever is and we can all have a we're back. Man United, the biggest club in the world. Blah 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 blah, and they can have this big about it, and then always find out that, for instance, and then they go to the SCI, they get slapped 6-0, and it'll be and it'll be 7-0. 7. We want 7 this time. 7. And so for instance, because they all think they're back because they beat Burnley. Okay, I got a point against Burnley. It's not that bad. Because again, we've got this international snore, where for instance of dead games, and we've got and after kind of Wednesday, Thursday, when we got nothing else to talk about, the fact United will go back. What about Amarin? Now the transfer window's closed. It'll be all this talk about what about Ruben? Because if he loses, right, it'll be all about no, we need to get rid of Ruben. So they'll be on the back foot, as it were. What we want them to do is calm down and relax a little bit, and so because they've got 2 weeks now, and obviously to think about Ruben, right? Okay. And what they need to do is just chill out. We need them to chill out. So when it comes down to when it comes down to City against Brighton, City the Manchester Salford derby, City will be City will be a bit more. United will be won't be kind of focus too much, as it were. Anyway, I should still feel that on the day we should stuff the rags, regardless of if they win, they lose, the Man City win or lose, or blah blah blah. But regardless, I don't want them to get too. I want them to walk into it thinking that they got a chance at the Etihad. So let me smash them. Anyway, guys, let's talk about. Oh my God, we don't have much time. Anyway. So let's talk about what Pep says. So Pep, he literally just talked about, for instance, James Trafford. After James Trafford, he did talk about, for instance, Ryan Ignori. Now Ignori seems okay. Who told you? Me. I told you. What's it called? I knew it was just his ankle. It's gone off. He's got a knock. Blah blah blah. Looks a bit suspect. So if he comes off for the knock the first time, I wonder if he's going to do it a few times. Is it a little bit a Daisy Duke, etc.? Is he a little bit of a wait, I need to come off because I got a kick. So yeah, we need to watch that one. But apart from that. Pep was asked about the Champions League and Kevin De Bruyne return, and that'd be good, and he was smiling about that, and the fact that we're going back to Spain again. He was respectful because he's Spanish, and so he likes to go back to Spain again, but he was like, Man City Real Madrid, the first draw out against the Champions League. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Anyway, so yeah, he was asked about that. Also asked about Savinho. What's it called? And he was a bit more open on Savinho about coming back, and so it'll be after the international snow. And Rodri going to Spain. Asked about that. You see, I do have a good memory, So he asked about Rodri going to Spain. Me personally, I thought it was a good idea, as long as he says chat with the Spanish manager, gives him 20 minutes here, 30 minutes. Hopefully he'll get about 15 minutes to 20 minutes tomorrow. Ease him back in. If he plays from the full 90 tomorrow in Spain against some dead team, etc., I'll be So what's it called? But I don't expect him. I don't want to ease him back. Okay, but so I don't mind if Rodri going to Spain as long as he gets eased back in. As far as transfer, he was very. I'll speak to you afterwards. After the transfer window, again you had Hugo saying that, for instance, we're working on a lot of things, and Man City have got a lot of things to go out. Really, honestly. So for instance, and so it's ridiculous. But my coming back to the Brighton game, it was a very good team. Brighton, which they are, and still got to wait for the second part of the press conference, which is so annoying. I thought it was going to be today, but it's going to be tomorrow. By the sound of it. We're going to talk about that tomorrow, but it's the second part of the press conference. Ants. So let's give some prediction on the Brighton game, or what to expect. So I'm expecting Brighton to start with Van Brugge in goal, De Kuipers, Lewis Dunk, Heck, Wiffer, Chalobah, Balear, whatever the guy there, it was Mr. Everybody wants him. Atari, O'Reilly, Mitoma, Rutler, and Mitemi or whatever. That's what I expect. Players missing for Brighton. Lamptey's missing, March is missing, Esco's missing, Webster's missing. With City, still got Kovacic out, Savinho and Guardiola. I think Guardiola could be on the bench. I'm not so sure, but I expect he could be. Let's have a look at because they've had a shaky start to the season. They drew the first game against Fulham, and then they lost one. They lost last week against Everton. Didn't see the game. Jack Grealish got 2 assists, and Fabio Hurtzler. So they were on the wrong side of history, and Man City's striker found it back. Jack Grealish, etc. did the deal against Brighton for Everton, etc. Why can't you do it for City, Jack? The courage, Seagulls also from memory 4 points. Remember last season it was 2-1 to them. Man City were the best team, better team. I saw the Man City lineup. My Christ, do you see what we were playing? Who we were playing? My Christ, I think Simpson Pussy was in what's it called, in the back, and the starting lineup etc. was. Oh, it was awful. But I'm surprised we're the better team, and we should have won the game. But unfortunately, we conceded a couple of late goals to lose the game 2-1. Brighton won 6-0 over Oxford during the week. With no surprise, they're doing what Brighton did, what Man United didn't. And yeah, it was only Oxford though. It's. Me and Brian Britton came on for a trio of knee victims. Adam Webster, Solly March and Julius all remained on the sidelines, as I just said. The latter proposal moved to Strasbourg and eventually Chelsea. There was also no fear that Man United's links with Carlos. Jesus, I've said that again. Then two words together. Carlos Behelva will leave before the deadline, but that's not happened. City's expected, my expected team. I would have Trafford in goal. Steve. I would have Nunes in the right back role. Stones, Diaz, O'Reilly, Bernardo, not Rodri, Doku, Silva. Who else? Oh my God, Gonzalez, Reinders, and Haaland. Okay, that's me. I think that's my 11. I'll just check that as well, but tomorrow. But that's my 11. So, but I'm still fancying Man City to win the game 3-1. I'll talk a bit more tomorrow because prior to the game, we haven't talked a bit more about James, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So, for instance, I've got to talk to you tomorrow. I want to find out the next part of the Pep Squad press conference and see what he's had to say about a few, see if there's anything interesting. But other than that, thank you for listening. True Blue Talk from Thailand. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you're thinking, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Go on.